Hello, welcome back. And in this section, we are going to discuss more about dictionaries in Python. So, uh, actually, dictionaries are like lists that we have already covered in the previous video, but more general. Like, let's say, as we saw in a list, the indices have to be like integers, only integers. Meanwhile, in dictionaries, the indices, that is the keys, can be almost everything or any type. So we can simply say that a dictionary contains a collection of indices which are called keys and a collection of values. So dictionaries are like a container that has a collection of keys and values, and these keys are mapped together to each value. So the mapping of the key and the value is known as the key value pair, or sometimes you can call them as an item. As we know that uh, mathematically, in mathematical language, a dictionary can also be known as mapping from key, as I said, mapping from keys to values. So get set. So let's start. Now we start with an example. Let's enter in our console. Okay, we start with an example where the example we'll be talking about personal details. We may have in our personal detail we may have the following keys, that is fields, that is the first name, surname, gender, and you can even have favorite food, but we will take, let's say, three fields or keys. So let's try to create our dictionary and see how it functions, like with syntax. Let me first change my okay. Now let's see personal details. Okay, is equals to create our dictionary. We use this bracket, the curly braces. Okay, you write the first name, the first key. I'm sorry, the first key here, we said that we are having first name. I will abbreviate it as such. Let's see, first name. But now we forgot to put this thing, the double quote in the dictionary. The keys and the values are all inside double quotes. So here the first name, we're having first name, and you put two dot. That is, here we put the value, we assign the value. Let's say Clement, and now we separate them with commas. We write here surname. Oh, I forgot surname, and here is the same thing. We say Abang, yeah. And now the last item that you are going to introduce is the gender. The gender, which we will abbreviate as gen, capital letter gen. Now give it value, which will be, let's say, I'm a male man. So let me put male. Okay. Now if you try to return the personal details, here you see that here we created our dictionary. Where we are having the first item, which is first name, and the value is Clement. The second item is surname, and the value is Abba, and the third item is gender, which key is gender and the value is male. Now Similarly, as we have seen how to declare a dictionary, you can use a built-in function which is known as dic in Python. That is a function that comes with Python that permits us to create a dictionary. Let's say if you try to create our dictionary, the same dictionary, you have the same outcome. That is, you can do like this: personal details, and now we say is equals to dic. So here you saw that Python highlighted. It's another color, pink, dic, and we open our bracket. And here you see they said new empty dictionary, dic mapping, new dictionary initialized from a mapping object, key and value pair. So here you open and you put we use our square bracket. All of them should be inside square bracket. Okay, and now inside here we are going to put our first, let's say first name, and we separate. Here you don't need to put because it said the key and the value, you don't need to put the two dot. You write, let's say the same thing, Clement, and we will do the same way. Okay, here we have to put our bracket. I forgot the bracket for each item. Each item should be found inside the bracket. Okay, now here you put the same bracket, open another bracket and put name. We separate with comma and we give the key, the value instead. The value will be Aban, and now we close our bracket. Okay, the last switch will be Jen. Okay, open, put a comma and give mail inside here. Okay, and we close our bracket. Now here if I return here personal details, we are having the same thing. So here is another way of creating dictionary, but for me I prefer the first method, where we directly you can initialize item per item, which is very efficient. Okay, now as here we are having our dictionary, we know that to access dictionaries you use their keys. So to access dictionaries we use their keys. Like for example, we can do personal details, and here we use the square bracket. We want to access, let's say first name, and we close. Here we are having the first name is Clement. Similarly, we can do with all the other keys as such. As now, if let's say we are having we want to access actually a key that doesn't exist. Like for example, we can say personal details, and now we use instead, let's say age. That doesn't exist. Age doesn't exist in our detail. Here Python returns us a key error, which is the age. The age doesn't exist in our dictionary. And now if you want to handle these types of errors, Python comes in with a try and except statement that will permit us to handle our errors. Even if the key doesn't exist, we will have like an error, but the error will be more sophisticated, so we will not be having red colors on our editor. So Now let's see how the try and except method statement function. So you write try two dot. Here you assign to the age variable, okay, the personal details age. Let's see here, you assign age, okay. So here we created a variable age and we assigned the key of that doesn't exist in our dictionary to see if there is an error. So we try to check if there is an error, and here you write except, you remove the indentation, except key error, true dot age because none. Okay, so here if you try to return the age, you see that Python returns nothing. So actually in Python, when you see none, it means null. It means that age doesn't actually exist. So age doesn't exist, but we are having a clear return, which is not having the key error message, the traceback as here. So here is an effective way to handle errors. Now the dictionary data structure comes with some methods that are the same as we saw in list. So the first method we are going to see here, we tried the pop method, which we saw. The pop will let's say the pop will display the item that we are trying to search, like display, let's say, or remove or bring out. Let's say the personal details dot we are having several method, the get, the clear, the from keys, the values. So here you do some methods, and I'll leave in the description the link so that you can exercise in the Python documentation, see how they are functioning. So here you use the pop, and now you write here the key. You write the key of the element we want to pop out. Let's say you want to pop surname. So here is the key, and here, so here in our surname, as you saw in this dictionary, surname, the value is Abam. So here is perfectly working. We try the second method, which is the pop item. Python details dot pop items. Here I think there is no argument to give. Here you will instead take the last item. You will take the last item in our dictionary, because you don't have to put the key, that is a field. And the third method, here we are going to see the copy, which is personal details dot copy. Okay, now here is instead you can create another dictionary that is will copy this dictionary in this dictionary. Like here, if you try to create my dictionary, my personal details, my details instead, my details, because we assign my details to personal details, that we will copy personal details in my details. And here, if you try to print out my details, you are having first name, because here we copied the first item inside our the new dictionary that we created, because here we pop out the instead we used pop item, which will remove the last item, and here the copy will take instead the first item and put inside our my detail. So, and the last that but not the least that we are going to see here is the clear personal details. So here personal details is actually having as we said, the first name and the only one item. So if you try to copy and print, actually here is actually what we saw. We printed or we return all what we copied from the personal detail, but the personal detail was only having this item inside. And now if you write personal details dot clear, so here you clear everything, and if you try to return personal details, you see that here is Python shows if you see two brackets, it means that it's an empty dictionary. So for the purpose of this video, we are going to stop here, and I will leave in the description the link where you can go and exercise in different methods that we saw, that is the key value, the value, or this method, and see how they are functioning. So thank you. Please do not forget to subscribe and like.